Hello everyone, my name is Shishita and this is my very first YouTube video. So today I'll be talking about 21 things I learned at 21. I'm gonna turn 21 in like 3 days and I'm actually excited about it. So I thought why not make a video on 21 things I learned throughout my teenage, throughout my college and actually reflect on my journey. So these are the things I have learned from my own experiences. So it might work for you or it might not work for you. So take whatever you want from this video and actually, I'm trying to keep this video as practical as possible and not tell you the things you have been hearing for ages. So let's get started with it. So the thing number one, don't be too quick to judge. This is something I learned the hard way. So during my college years, I made friends based on very few facts I knew about them by talking to them for a week or like 2 weeks, and I started sharing certain stuff, and actually it got me into a lot of trouble. Trust me when I say a lot of trouble. So not that we need to suspect everyone we talk to, but before sharing certain stuff or before calling someone your friend, you need to know enough of them so that you can say that the information is safe with them. Point number two, nothing is permanent. Today you might be feeling like, piece of shit. You might be like, oh, nothing is working for me. I don't think I'll get through this and all of this. And trust me, that phase is going to pass really fast. And the next day you might be feeling like the luckiest person in the world. So whatever you might be feeling, either it's sad or happiness, everything is going to pass. And the same when it comes to people also. Don't not expect anyone in your life to be permanent. Yeah, so change your mindset according to that or think according to that. Point number three, do have strong boundaries. Like I said, nothing's permanent. No matter how much you want a person to be with you, like how desperately you want a person to be with you, do not let them cross your boundaries, because they might not be in your life tomorrow, but the damage they could cause is really high. And the people who are meant to stay will definitely respect your boundaries. So yeah, so maintain your boundaries really, really strong no matter who they are. Point number four, do not neglect your college. Graduation is the best period of your life. Trust me, I've been through it. So graduation is where you grow the most in your life. You get the maximum amount of exposure, the maximum amount of time to work on yourself. And by working on yourself, oneself, I don't mean you need to put yourself in a four-wall room or like you need to keep on following a particular schedule. It means that go out there and meet the maximum amount of people possible, learn the maximum amount of things possible, do crazy stuff. Just do not let yourself waste time in stupid arguments, stupid people, or like non-useful things. So graduation is where you make the most out of life, be it career, be it skills, anything. So it is really important that you be in the right path during your graduation. So point number five, apologizing is okay. If saying sorry to someone is, even though you're not at fault, is going to give you some kind of mental peace or, save you a lot of time and energy, just do it. The world is not going to end. And the sixth thing is that have hobbies in life. Trust me, 50% of your problems are going to be solved if you start being busy at life and not overthink on things again and again. And by hobbies, you can build so much, you can be so much better at life than literally 98% of the people. So the seventh thing I want you people to keep in mind is that learn how to say no. I know FOMO is real. But trust me, when you're saying no, do not forget that you're saying yes to something better. So the only thing you need to keep in mind is have your priorities set and just ask yourself which is the highest priority thing I like, which has the highest priority at this moment, and literally go for it. Like though it takes saying no to a party, saying no to a trip or whatever. So having those priorities set is the most important thing. So the eighth thing is that do not get into relationships or dating when your life is going bad. So, you remember the saying, right? Do not go to grocery shopping when you're hungry because you tend to grab all the wrong things. So, just like that, when your life is going miserable, you tend to get attracted to stuff that gives you a temporary happiness or makes you feel less miserable. So, you tend to fall for wrong things and not the things which you have always wanted in life. So, rather build a stable life for yourself and actually ask yourself, is it worth it? Like, if is this person is going to add value to my dating life? If yes, then yeah, you should consider it. The ninth thing is that do not overjudge yourself. So I did this a lot in my college life or during my teenage years. I used to judge myself even more than the people around me. So please go easy on yourself. Come on. So judging yourself is going to make you back off from many opportunities or many stuff you are actually that you would enjoy doing if you start. So, for example, creating a YouTube video or like being a YouTuber has always been on my bucket list, but I've tried like many times before, but I was just judging myself, saying that I don't have good lighting or I don't look good on camera and all of that. But today I am here talking, like taping videos, and this is actually giving me a lot of happiness. So do not judge yourself even before starting something. Let yourself learn through it or let yourself just start no matter what. Next thing is that looks do matter. Before you come at me for saying this, please understand what I mean by looks. So there are things in your looks like that contributes to your looks are two kinds. Okay, the very first thing are like the very first category are the things that cannot be changed about yourself. For example, your skin tone or your hair texture or your height. And the second category of things include the things that can be changed, like your fitness level or the how well groomed you are, how the way you dress, and all of it. And trust me, all these things say a lot about you, and people do judge you based on these things. So if I find a person, if I look at a person who is kind of obese or like overweight for their height, my subconscious automatically assumes that that person is lazy or that person cannot don't want to work out or that person don't want to be better at life. So do you understand what I mean? Keeping yourself at your best, fit or giving yourself the best body possible is going to make you 100 times look better. So the next thing is that do not let another person decide what you're going to do in your life or which stream you're going to pursue for your graduation or your career choice. Because like look at it as this way. Okay, so you're going to do something for your entire life, and do you want that thing to be decided by a different person? No, right? That is literally like a nightmare. So do your research and understand what makes you happy and try to make that your career choice. And trust me, this is going to save you from a lot of regret later. Next thing is especially for my curly hair girls. So if you're someone who hates curly hair, who has curly hair and hates curly hair and is trying to, straighten their hair every single day just to fit in, please stop that. Please stop that as soon as possible, because you're going to regret it really fast. The amount of damage it can cause to your hair, oh my god, you can't even reverse that damage. So I understand the fact that being authentic and being at your natural self is the best, like is the most stylish and the hottest thing you can do. And curly hair is a new trend, so just learn how to maintain your hair rather than doing the easy stuff like straightening it all the time, because it's going to damage you a lot. So the next thing is that do not sacrifice your sleep for anyone. Trust me, they're not worth it. I've been through all of it. So like sacrificing your sleep for something that can actually change your life is fine, but sacrificing your sleep for things like partying or like for to talk to certain person or just because you just want to text someone is not worth it. So please get your 8 hours of sleep, at least 6+ hours of sleep, and trust me, it's going to make you feel a lot better and you can give your 100% to your day. So the next thing is that there is always going to be excuses. Trust me, I have been through it. So I've decided to actually start a YouTube channel like an year ago, and from then on, though I had like a pretty average phone back then, I was giving myself excuses like, oh, I don't have a good phone, or I don't have a good mic, or the lighting is not good, and all of those things. So even after getting a good phone, after getting a good mic or whatever, I was still backing off from creating YouTube. But I don't know what that feeling is. I don't know what was the reason behind it, but I was just not ready to do it. And trust me, the starting is the hardest part. So if you're someone who is thinking of starting a new business, or like a new YouTube channel, or like a content creation on Instagram, just go for it. Trust me, there's never gonna be the right time. Next thing I've learned is that be picky when it comes to friends. So I know that feeling of having that urge to actually have a big circle of friends and party every weekend. Hang out with some or the other person every single time. But the amount of damage it causes to your life is so much more than the amount of good it does to you. Having a small circle can actually make you be conscious about how you're spending every minute of your life, rather than just wasting time being with bunch of people and actually not getting anything out of it. And the next thing is that live in a different city. I know that being in your hometown with your family at your house you have been throughout your childhood can be really, really comfortable. But actually going to a different city and learning how to live by yourself, and learning how to deal with people in a different area, learning how to explore a new area where you don't know their language, it can be really crazy challenging, and can actually make you, give you so much of fun. I personally went to a different state for my college, and trust me, the amount of experiences I've had there, I could never get any of it over here. So the benefits you get from moving to a different city are so much more than you know, the bad things that could happen to you. So the next thing is that get help if needed. By help, I mean if you're feeling something is not going good with you, if you're mentally feeling so drained, or like if you feel like you're going through depression and you actually need to talk to someone, then instead of continuously talking to your friends and family who might not be able to identify the actual problem, try to get clinical help. Because that in like the actual psychologist or the psychiatrist you go to can identify the problem, like can identify the deeper roots of the problem and try to solve them, instead of just talking to you for like passing the time. So the next thing is that please make journaling a daily habit. By journaling, I don't mean you have to, maintain that artistic book where you write with all those kind of good, good letters, good handwriting. No, not that. I'm just saying that please, every night, please take, a few moments to reflect on what you're feeling, what you have been feeling throughout the day, and try to let it all out so that you go to bed with a fresh mind and have the best sleep possible. And journaling can have, like, there are many proofs that journaling can help you in long run with your mental health. And as we all know, mental health is the most important thing in today's time. So the next best thing I've learned is please don't compare yourself to others. I know you have been hearing this thing your whole life, but even I don't say that I've overcome that completely. Comparing can be really tempting, but understand the fact that comparing can actually make you fall into a really deep void where you actually cannot get up from it. Otherwise, it is going to create a really negative emotions like like jealousy, or like feeling low self confidence, not feeling confident enough, and all of that. And trust me, getting out of all of those things is really tough. So the next best thing I've learned is please stop negative self-talk. So I was, it is really tempting to actually be like, oh, Shashita, you're so stupid. I know it is really tempting to say that, but I stopped it after reading this thing somewhere that our subconscious actually cannot understand the difference between something we are saying as a and something we are actually saying seriously. So the more you negatively talk to yourself, the more you be like, oh, you cannot do this, you cannot do this. Your subconscious tends to believe that you cannot do it and is not going to put any efforts into doing it. So even like follow the policy of fake it till you make it. Tell your brain that you're the best, best person in the entire world. Yeah, that is too much, but yeah, you can do that. And optimism is literally the best thing you could give yourself. So the next best thing I've learned is put yourself and your goals first, like before anything. I know it's going to be really hard. For example, when I started working on various stuff in my life that that contributes to my goals, I didn't have time for people. Like I didn't have time to continuously text someone or like call someone and talk to them, because of which I lost many people. But we have to remember the fact that the right people will stick around. Like, it's not that I was ignoring them completely, but I was letting them know that I'm busy with certain stuff and I'll be getting back to them as soon as possible. But they were not patient enough to actually wait. So, and we don't need such kind of people. So, anywhere, putting yourself and your goals first is going to benefit you in every single way, because at the end of the day, it's going to be how successful you are in your life, how at what position you alone are in your life, and not how many people you have managed to, talk to today. So the next best thing I have learned is skills. Skills are everything. The more amount of skills you have, the more amount of opportunities you are going to grab, and the more amount of income sources you would be having. So it is never no opportunities. Trust me, it is never no opportunities, no matter how down the market is in any kind of field. It's the right people, like the people with the highest amount of skills, like the best skills will always get a job. So if you're using the market crash as an excuse for not having a job or not having a proper source of income, trust me, you're doing it wrong. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the video and I was able to add some value to your life and you learned at least 2 or 3 new points from this particular video. And talking about this YouTube channel, I'll be uploading various kinds of videos, mostly about life, and I might even vlog sometimes. So if you are a person who is trying to be better at life, this channel is for you. I'll be sharing every single thing that I feel like this helped me to get better in life. So if you are into that kind of stuff, please do consider subscribing and actually liking this video.